Is she?
She's the woman who killed your mother.
That's what you have been training me for.
American action drama series Hanna is based on the 2011 film of the same name for Amazon Prime Video. The series is created and written by David Farr, directed by Sarah Adina Smith, starring Esme Creed-Miles and Mireille Enos. The first season was released on March 29, 2019. The second season was released on July 3, 2020, and renewed for a third season. Season 1 and 2 blew everyone away. Nobody could stop talking about this action-packed series. In today's list, we're ranking the most loved and hated characters in Hanna, starting with the ones we love to hate. Before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss any of our new videos. Starting with our least favorite character, John Carmichael. John Carmichael is a CIA agent and the second season's main antagonist. He is the director of the new U-Trax program at the Meadows. After Hanna's escape, John Carmichael takes over U-Trax from Marissa Wiegler and is now leading phase 2 of the U-Trax operation. He is tasked with making trainees ready to head out into the world on missions to support the U-Trax agenda. Experienced, calm, and measured, Carmichael runs a tight ship until now. Faced with a missing trainee and a rebellious ex-operative, Carmichael protects the mission of the U-Trax operation at all costs. He has a list of targets, including children. Carmichael is pure evil, isn't he? Funny considering the actor Dermot Mulroney plays the perfect man in the 2005 film The Perfect Man. This time, he is far from perfect. Mulroney warns us that his character is more complex and dangerous than he initially seems. Mulroney says this: like any good spy yarn, you're only going to learn a little bit at a time, and only what the writer wants you to learn. As soon as you meet John Carmichael, you learn he's responsible for the U-Trax program from season 1. They were the ones developing these wolf DNA-enhanced embryos into full-grown female assassins to be used to the devices of the CIA and that inner sanctum group that I'm a member of. Showrunner David Farr really handed me a great character. You have to think of him as a villain because of what you learn toward the end of the season. But as an actor, you don't really approach it that way. And in this case, I think it's really clear that he believes deeply in what he's doing. He's no antagonist to Hanna. He has the best intentions with her. He needs to bring her in and take care of her. She's a revelation. He didn't know about her until she emerged from the forest in season 1. He has her best interests at heart because what's good for Hanna is good for his program. That sounds like an ulterior motive. What do you guys think? Carmichael isn't exactly the kind of mustache-twirling evildoer you might expect to see in a spy drama. Carmichael is a different kind of foe for Hanna and Marissa to face. He's definitely not on our Christmas card list. The next character that we hate is the sly Eric Heller. In season 1, Hanna is searching for the truth. Eric Heller, played by actor Joel Kinnaman, is her unconventional father figure, raising Hanna in the woods. He trains her to live her life off the grid away from the civilized world in order to keep her safe. But her drive to find out where she comes from and where she actually fits into the world finds the young girl disobeying her father's orders, motivating her to search for her identity. She learns who Eric really is as the episodes progress. He's a former CIA agent who recruits pregnant women to sell their female babies to a secret government operation known as U-Trax, an off-the-books operation that conducted experiments on the girls with the goal of molding them into killing machines. Eric also lies to Hanna about being her real father. Even though he saves Hanna, his previous actions are still super evil, don't you think? Last of the characters that we hate is Jules Allen. Played by Gianna Keel, Jules Allen is an intelligent U-Trax trainee with a simmering rebellious streak. As season 2 begins, U-Trax enters a new phase that trains its young killers to blend into the world so they can be sent on actual missions. The Meadows is essentially a conditioning school that is used to turn the teenagers into the perfect weapon. Jules is one of those weapons. She is driven to make her own decisions despite the mental and emotional conditioning of the program. Still, she's an ambitious and fully committed U-Trax assassin, intolerant of those who aren't loyal to the organization. We're hoping she will defect, but for the meantime, we hate her for following such an evil organization doing their bidding. Shame on you, girl. Think for yourself. Enough of the hating. First up on our list of characters that we love most is Sandy Phillips. Amy Rose Daly plays Sandy Phillips. Daly is an up-and-coming British actress, with Sandy marking her biggest role to date. Prior to appearing in Hanna, Daly featured in another Amazon Prime Video original, playing the role of Annabelle Schenkel in Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan back in 2018. Daly is no stranger to the action genre. Her character, Sandy in Hanna, is previously named Trainee 242. She is a disciplined disciplined Utrax assassin who appears to be a wholesome Midwest teenager. Her unquestioning faith in Utrax and her absolute commitment to the program makes her a lethal threat to anyone that gets in her way, including her fellow trainees. When Sandy is sent out on her first assignment, she stops at nothing to complete her mission. She is a recruit who is eager to please her friends and her instructors. Sandy and Hanna grow close over the course of Season 2 as they are training to become world-class assassins. Sandy is sensible but a tad naive. Unlike her best friend Jules, Sandy is strongly attached to her fictional family. She also seems to believe in God. She is dedicated to learning how to play the piano. She's a fun character to watch, and we're looking forward to seeing what she might bring to the table in Season 3. A possible Season 3 could see Sandy and other members of Utrax turning against the agency if Hanna has anything to do with it. Should Hanna get a Season 3, Daly's character is likely to be a major player in the next outing given the fact that her character has developed so much and in so many interesting ways. Next up, we love Sophie. Played by Rian Barreto, Sophie is Hanna's new friend in the first season. Hanna meets Sophie and her family in Morocco. Sophie is a British teenager on holiday with her family who gives Hanna her first proper taste of the real world as well as the thrill of adolescence. Sophie is heavily influenced by pop culture, wearing stylish clothing. She has brown, frizzy hair and brown eyes. She is just a beaut, isn't she? Sophie really likes Hanna, giving her a makeover and dressing her up. The two girls go shopping, then off to the parties. Hanna later tells Sophie who she really is and where she's actually going. Hanna has to leave Morocco and Sophie hugs her goodbye at the airport. Hanna spots Marissa Wiegler's employees attacking them and runs. Sophie is a warm person and she warms our hearts. Hopefully we'll see more of her in later seasons. Next, we love Marissa Wiegler. Played by Mireille Enos, Marissa Wiegler is the series' deuteragonist. Once a highly successful CIA operative and senior member of the mysterious Utrax operation, Marissa's world is disrupted when she discovers that Hanna and Eric are still alive and living in the forest. Marissa is desperate to get Hanna back into the training program, so she sends agents after her, both legal and illegal. She goes after Hanna because that's her job. John Carmichael is one of her trainers way back when she's a young up-and-coming operative. Marissa knows how dangerous the situation has become when she realizes Carmichael is in charge of things. Marissa discovers at the beginning of Season 2 that the sadistic Carmichael is overseeing the entire Utrax program from even as far back as when she was still in charge. Now, Marissa wants to stay as far away from the Utrax program as much as possible, but she gets drawn back into it because she has to maintain her cover. She has a complicated relationship with Hanna, but the two are on good terms by the end of the second season. Her job now is to protect herself and Hanna from Utrax. Her character is redeemed because she realizes her job is evil. You grow to love her character, don't you? There is nothing better than a baddie turning good, is there? The character that we love is Hanna. Played by actress Esme Creed-Miles, Hanna is our main girl. She is raised in seclusion in the remote woods of Eastern Europe. Hanna has spent her entire young life training to fight those who hunt her and her mercenary father, Eric Heller. Her survivalist skills are finally tested when she and Eric are separated upon their discovery by a rogue CIA operative, Wiegler, and her team of agents. Hanna has no choice but to embark on a perilous journey alone across Europe, seeking to reunite with her father. This, of course, isn't an easy task at all, but we salute her bravery. She does not wish to be part of Utrax, which trains girls to be assassins. These girls have identities created for them. Hanna believes in her own identity and doesn't want someone to give her one. The stakes have never been higher for Hanna. This little assassin is out for revenge. She vows to destroy the shadowy government organization. As for the new Utrax training facility, Hanna has never seen anything like it before. Hanna is especially confused with this program as teenagers are assimilated into these prototypes that give them the ability to disguise themselves in the world and carry out missions. This is an interesting exploration into identity and nature and nurture. Hanna is a really interesting and strong-willed character. Thanks for watching our video. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. Leave a like or a comment in the comment section down below. Until next time.